Candidate for mayor Rahm Emanuel is under fire for a campaign ad in which he talks about city workers.
Making sure everybody that works for the city government knows that they're actually a public servant.
The ad began airing as workers were cleaning up after one of the biggest snowstorms in Chicago history. Emanuel also says that, quote, city government is not an employment agency, and he suggests that workers need a different mindset. That outraged several union leaders who are backing Emanuel's opponent, Gary Chico.
Somehow Chicago employees have become the demon in this election.
In the race for mayor tonight, they're mad as hell and not going to take it anymore.
So say some union leaders in Chicago who have announced their support for Gary Chico.
Well, it was a matter of timing, Walter, and of sensitivity. For example, telling city workers to remember who they're working for. At the same time, many of them are out working round the clock battling a blizzard.
Gary Chico!
It was perhaps the most spirited Chico campaign event we've seen, including the leadership of half a dozen union locals.
We are not the problem, we are the solution. Rahm Emanuel does not understand that.
They were fired up by this campaign ad Emanuel is running, talking about city workers.
Protecting a street, cleaning a street, plowing a street, and that means making sure everybody that works for the city government knows that they're actually a public servant representing and helping the people that pay them.
That ad was a mistake? You think that ad's a turning point or a significant factor?
I think the ad is a significant factor. It certainly was a mistake to attack the people who were cleaning the streets, the people in the midst of that storm. While everybody else was running home, a lot of city workers were coming out.
Look, these men and women understand we got tough times, and we're going to have to change things. But you know how we're going to change it? We're going to sit in a room and talk about it. That doesn't mean you're going easy.
What happens when he asks you for furlough days? It's inevitable. What happens when...
We'll sit down and talk and negotiate like you're supposed to.
I do think it's significant. This is the first real crack we have seen in the machine.
Between the questions about the tax, whether it's an increase or a decrease, and this whole tiff with labor, I mean, there are some battle lines being drawn here, and they're fighting in the media.
We're getting some signals that Rahm's majority that seemed to be over the 50% may be slipping even dramatically right now. You got any of that?
Here's what I'm getting. In most polls that are being shared with me, they have Rahm Emanuel somewhere in the 40-45% range, mid-40s. Gary Chico surging into second place in the mid-20s. Carol Moseley Braun down at around 15, and the rest with about 10.